Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is garbage cinema, with lame jokes and overly dramatic bunch of losers, whom I wish not to see ever again. Marvel and Disney have been disappointing me for a while now with all of these low-budget TV shows on Disney Plus and lackluster theatrical movies like Doctor Strange 2 and Black Panther 2. I did have some hope for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, because the movie was coming from a filmmaker who consistently delivers good products like the Suicide Squad the good fun version.
Num num?
Really? That is what you're thinking about right now?
No. That num num no.
No, it's not num num.
No!
Not the sad dark Zack Snyder is the blueprint nonsense. 2019 James Gunn produced Brightburn, a horror movie slightly based on Superman's origin. Any horror movie lover would adore that film for what it is. The Darkest White Knight, my dude also made and produced The Belko Experiment, a film about a group of employees who have to squid game themselves to survive. Great projects, filmmaking and storytelling techniques.
Bravo! Wow!
This film in particular, especially from the trailers and teasers, Marvel promised us Rocket the Raccoon's death. It promised the death of Drax the dumb sidekick. The film promised sexual tension between Star-Lord, Gamora, and Nebula, which was probably the funniest parts of the movie. The rest was usual Marvel Studios, Disney factory-produced garbage product.
Whoever it was that you were in love with, it sounds more like her.
Her? That's ridiculous.
Do not bring me into this.
Knock it off!
What?
Just never noticed how black your eyes were.
They were replaced by my father as a method of torture.
He picked a pretty set.
Emotional damage!
The movie starts with Rocket and Nebula fixing nowhere, a celestial head floating in place from the first Guardians movies. Now don't ask me about who or what a celestial is. I mean, nobody really does, not even Marvel Studios. We meet drunk Star-Lord or Drunk Lord. We get to see a conflicted and confused Nebula, a budding romance that goes nowhere. As I've already seen this dog shit of a movie. James Gunn's brother aka Nepo Baby is still trying to figure out Yanda's killer arrows, and then boom, Adam Warlock shows up from Guardians 2. Quick recap on his backstory. Adam Warlock was made because Rocket stole powerful batteries from Golden Chicken here.
More capable of destroying the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think I shall call him Adam.
Hammer tech? Yeah.
Warlock starts beating up the Guardians pretty easily. I've heard he's as powerful as Superman in the comics. James Gunn trying his best to show DC fans what's up. Superman legacy action set pieces are going to be brilliant. I could see it right now. Anyways, Rocket gets seriously injured and Nebula stabs Adam Warlock with her new metal arm. Rocket couldn't be saving using tradition's medical procedures, as he was made into a humoid pod with intelligence by the High Evolutionary. Rocket has a self-destruct sequence set inside him that could go off if they tried to heal him. Why would somebody ever do that? In Rocket's backstory, we see his old friends whom he survived the horrible experiments with. Now back in present-day, Nebula figures out that Rocket was made in Argo Corp. Without hesitation, Star-Lord plans to infiltrate the facility. We get to see Aisha and Adam. Adam pretending to be a 10-year-old is kind of funny, but James Gunn decides to run that joke to the ground over and over again.
Coco, when mommy says stop, you say okay.
It's just a baby.
But you still had to say okay, mom.
I just a baby.
You know, I have to say Kong the Conqueror and the High Evolutionary are very similar. In fact, I strongly believe the High Evolutionary is a way better villain than Kong the Girlfriend Chocker. Adam Warlock fought the Guardians and almost survived, but with the High Evolutionary, there was no fight at all. He nerfed Adam Warlock, making him look like an idiot every 5 seconds, making him even more ridiculous. Now why did the High Evolutionary send Adam Warlock to get poor Rocket? Oh, you see, Rocket's brain and his intelligence is what High Evolutionary wants. He wants to create more peaceful aliens or something, plus Rocket Raccoon rise of the planet of the aped High Evolutionary's face.
Have one of those, do you?
When the Guardians reach Argo Corp, the place turns out to be a space prison made out of flesh and blood. Why would the High Evolutionary make such a thing? What are its uses? Don't know. Star-Lord tries to rekindle his relationship with Gamora, but since she's from 2014 Guardians movie, she has no idea who he is.
I don't even know who you are.
This will they wouldn't they mystery through the film is not entertaining at all, especially not in the way James Gunn wanted it to be like. Oh hey, and there is James Gunn's wife who happens to be in all of his movies and TV shows nowadays. Strange, very strange. Anyways, the Flesh Prison has its own Flesh Stormtroopers who are good-for-nothing clowns. Star-Lord and team gets the goober they need to fix Rocket. As usual, they get caught and attacked. Drax takes a few mini laser gunshots to his chest. At that moment I thought Marvel has the guts to kill off a fan-favorite character. Oh, but no, they don't. Guardians of the Galaxy escaped the prison using the same technique from the first movie. Really, James Gunn, you get paid millions to redo your own scenes. Trash.
Wait a second!
After finding the video inside the goober, voila, they have to find another goober from another place. Great. It's like a Mandalorian season, one side quest to another side quest.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Just simply fill in the runtime, stretch it as far as you can. What a crappy movie this is, shame. So many special moments wasted. And then next side quest they have to travel to Counter-Earth, a planet that the High Evolutionary made with human-animal hybrids. Of course, James Gunn tries to provide us with comforting jokes during these strange and bizarre movie choices of humanoid animals. On his next quest, Star-Lord takes Groot with him to the High Evolutionary's mansion, a red diamond-looking crap. We as audience members also get to learn about the Rocket's backstory of how he escaped the mad scientist and decided to go rogue after the High Evolutionary kills his friends including Layla. Rocket goes full Spider-Boy on the High Evolutionary, making him wear a face mask. Where have I seen this before? Next, for some bizarre reason, the High Evolutionary decides to blow up Counter-Earth and build a better one. Why does he come to that conclusion? Well, you know, James Gunn ran out of ideas and needed CGI monsters and high-stakes third act. Aisha Adam Warlock's mother dies in the fallout. One of the scenes includes Star-Lord throwing a man through a balcony flying with him. Meanwhile, Groot makes up wings for them to fly. Yep, I am pretty sure James Gunn was completely and utterly drunk while writing this script. Rocket Raccoon dies from his injuries even though Star-Lord broke his self-destruction programming. In Afterlife, similar to Harry Potter's Afterlife, Rocket meets with Layla and his other friends, who demand he should survive and lead a life they couldn't. Basically, Disney understands Rocket Raccoon toys and merchandise sell really well. It's all about green money babies.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what was that? What happened? Your eyes, they had like, it was like dollar signs in them. What do you mean? There were dollar signs in your eyes. Like where my pupils are? Like in front of them, I think. If it was in front of them, it was dollar signs. That's not possible. That's what it was. I mean, you heard that cha-ching noise, right? That wasn't just me? I did. Did it hurt? I mean, it was uncomfortable for sure. Am I dying? I don't know.
Mantis and Drax save a bunch of children from the High Evolutionary spaceship. Very similar to Thor Love and Thunder, where Thor saves a buck of children and forms a child army to fight Gore the God Bookers. I'm pretty sure the people who made that film wrote Guardians 3 as well. Now, since Drax, Mantis, and Nebula are stuck inside the High Evolutionary spaceship, that creates a reason for Star-Lord, Gamora, and Rocket to attack the High Evolutionary. The High Evolutionary, however, releases a ton of crazy brainless monster machines to kill the Guardians, the very same scene from every Marvel movie ever, a high-octane third act. High Evolutionary dies, the Guardians decides to return and leave their teams. Yup, they're tired, just like us the audiences. The new team includes Rocket Raccoon as Captain Rocket, Adam Warlock, Groot, and some dog I don't care about. That's it, that's how the movie ends. After the disastrous Phase 4 and now Ant-Man Quantumania and Guardians 3, which makes up Phase 5, I am sure Marvel and Disney are lost in their own success stories. The quality in cinema. The lack of quality in writing is ever so evident in these films, especially when you have to reuse jokes and scenes from other Marvel movies. The only good part of the movie was the fake one-take hallway fight scene, which was worth big money, but still I wouldn't recommend you visit the theaters for this film. Instead, wait for it to come on Disney+. Previous Guardians movies have made somewhere around $800 million each worldwide. Even Thor Love and Thunder made $900 million worldwide. This proves the loyalty of Marvel girls and stans, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the movie breaks $1 billion even though the quality of Volume 3 has degraded so much from the previous iterations. The visual effects seemed perfect to me. I've never had any problems with VFX with Guardians movies, though after Quantumania I have to say the visuals of these two movies seem very similar. They have the exact same kind of villains, who'd like to reshape the world, and we have a team of misfits who wants to stop the purple villains, see same story and same character arcs. Marvel fans are dumb enough to go down any movie or show with the Marvel Studios logo in it. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was too long, or at least it felt too long. I would be fine if they just cut out an hour or so from the movie. I'd be the same movie even then. Most of jokes don't land. The emotional components of the script don't have the punch except Rocket Raccoon's backstory. That too was melded with troubling cringe. Most characters like Drax or Mantis almost had nothing to add. Even Adam Warlock seemed like an afterthought. The end of the day, Guardians 3 is too long and tired, overly milked franchise that no longer has enough gas to spark a fire. Don't waste your time in theaters, simply wait for the movie on Disney+. I am tired. Bye-bye, my friends.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
What I just said.